Okay. Let me see here. I don't think I need to recite anything. Okay, cool. Maybe you can help Sammy. It's just 4.
Probe away. Launching probe. Probe away. Probe away.
I still need to look up some kind of romance guide for Mass Effect 3. Mostly to just try and understand the mechanics of I think the most important thing is probably the points of no return. As I think I mentioned before that, like, my tentative plan is to just go through most of the romances and complete them more or less, and then, or complete the ones that like are meant to be sort of along the way, and then talking them off so that there's no jealousy flags. Oh, it's depleted, okay. We could try to have our... Oh, we are full Paragon now.
Looking good, Miss Allison Gunn. Hawk won't be able to keep his
Well,
eyes
that's
off
cool.
you.
I assume Allison Gunn is my cover.
You run a small but talented band of mercs out in the Terminus systems. Precisely the type of person Hawk respects. I took the liberty of giving you a reputation. Papers, witnesses, article in Badass Weekly. Just don't start talking business with him, and you'll be fine.
I guess this is part of the patch, is that we can actually dress up however we want.
Remind me, what kind of man are we dealing with?
Hawk's a weapons dealer and smuggler. He killed my partner and stole his gray box. Other than that, he's not so bad. Rich, charismatic, willing to crack open a man's skull to get at the neural implants inside.
Take it I'm wearing this getup for a reason?
You'd look really out of place at a society party in armor, don't you think? You look great. You should wear this stuff more often.
Now's probably a good time to fill me in on the details.
You have been waiting patiently. Our friend Hawk is throwing a party for his closest friends. A couple dozen of the worst liars, cheaters, and mass murderers you'll ever want to meet. All bringing gifts as a tribute to the man himself. Our tribute is a lovely statue of your old friend Saren, rendered with loving detail and filled to the brim with our weapons and armor. You can keep your pistol as long as it's concealed. They won't hassle you over a sidearm. Once inside, we'll make our way to Hawk's vault door, somewhere in the back of the ballroom. Then, we case the security and start peeling away the layers. The statue should be there, waiting for you to crack it open and arm up. Then we just waltz into the vault and take back KG's gray box. And I'll finally get a chance to say goodbye.
You've worked really hard on this. KG must have meant a lot to you.
Was I that obvious? KG's gray box holds a lot of priceless personal memories. It's all that remains of who he was. But the secret he discovered is dangerous. I wouldn't bring you here if it wasn't.
This ought to be interesting.
That's what I'm going for. This is our stop. After you, Ms. Gunn.
Hold a moment, ma'am. There seems to be an issue with the statue.
Is there a problem here?
No, Mr. Huck. Just doing a scan.
I don't believe we've met. Donovan Hawk.
Allison Gunn. A pleasure.
Sir, the scanners aren't picking anything up.
I don't think our guests would come all the way here from Ilium just to cause trouble. Do you? You may pass through, Ms. Gunn. You were invited after all, but I will ask your companion to remain outside. You understand, I hope.
No problem. You're the host.
Enjoy the party.
Well, that didn't go as I expected.
Any idea why he'd send you away?
No, we've never seen each other in person, and no one knows what I look like. Just watching his ass, I'm sure. I can't blame him.
What do we do now?
We go on with the plan. You'll just have to do all the talking. I'll stay out of sight and stick with you the best I can. We'll keep radio contact in case something goes wrong. We need to find the door and case the security. We'll figure out the next step then.
Yeah, I just noticed that we actually have, like, freckles effectively all over our body, more or less. Which is fine. Obviously.
How did you ever contain that situation in Hull?
Oh, that? A quick application of force, a little pressure, and bam! Done.
Thank goodness. I thought those rabble would dog you for years.
As long as we don't look at the
Some say
bottom
Commander
part of the
Shepard is
dress,
still alive. Really?
it's
Oh, please.
fine.
It's wishful thinking at best.
Ms. Gunn.
We need to case the vault, Gun. You can chat up Hawk later. Very nice. There's more here than I expected. Password-protected voice lock, kinetic barrier, DNA scanner. Looks like an EX700 series. Everything a vault needs to be impenetrable.
This gonna be a problem?
Please, remember who you're talking to. We'll need to get a voice sample for the voice lock. You'll have to go chat up Hawk for that. We'll have to find a password too. DNA, child's play. We should find plenty of DNA samples in Hawk's private quarters. And the barrier? Cut the power. Never fails. If we can find it. KG could get through a system like this in his sleep. And I'm better. Let's get to it. It looks like the barrier's power cable runs under the floor here. I'll set your Omni tool to scan for electromagnetic fields.
Excuse me. We should be past this.
One sec. That should take care of the barrier.
Well, I'm nothing saved anyway. Cool.
What's your read on that Archangel guy?
I hear he's dead. Or gone, or something. Good riddance, I say.
There he is. All you need to do is keep him talking long enough for me to get a voice print. Pull out the charm on this one, Chet. Whenever you're ready. After you.
Miss Gunn, good to see you. That scene at the door hasn't soured your evening, I hope.
I understand the security, but who would dare try to break into Donovan Hawk's home?
Gunn, in our line of work, we attract a certain element. Few understand the pains we take to keep the barbarians at bay. People these days want comfort, entertainment, love. They don't see that the galaxy is fragile. They only have to worry about simple luxuries. Why? Because people like me and you are doing the terrible things that keep the galaxy spinning. This party is for us, the cleaners, the support structure for the galaxy's gleeful delusions of peace. May there always be a market for the things we do.
Oh, that's a very simple thing that got him to a grand speech.
I said get him talking, and you got him talking. We've got enough of a voice sample. Let him go.
Enjoy the party, Miss Gunn.
Once we find the password, we can get past the voice scanner. That door goes to a security room. I'll take care of the lock. There we go. Ready when you are.
Oh, we actually do have to bypass something.
They're coming from the front. Take them down. Can't do that right now.
What? Can't do what?
I have an idea. See what you can find.
Two houses around here. I can't keep them straight. The password to play is Perugia. It's not that easy to remember. No big deal. The voice scanner and password's only useful to talk anyway. Alright, want to grab some beers? Let me know.
Got something?
The password is Perugia.
Huh. That's the name of the man who stole the Mona Lisa. Nice. I tapped into their communications. Maybe it'll come in handy. Now, I just take the voice sample we got from Hawk and... got it. Now we can crack that voice scanner.
Did you hear? Santiago took over that refinery on Zoria.
He's such a shrewd businessman. The Blue Suns are lucky to have him.
Up ahead! Nice shot! Logan, through my down you go.
Check it, broke my sniper rifle. I can't afford shatterproof glass. Where'd you go? Oh, she really is tough.
Look for anything we can get usable DNA from. Just make it quick and quiet.
Time to get out of our blacklight.
It's clean.
It's a plant. Ha! Found a sample?
No, credit shit. No hair, no skin flakes.
The housekeepers must be thorough. No DNA, but... looks like Hawk's been trying to crack KG's gray box. Looks like he's missing something. He hasn't cracked the encryption yet.
Holographic interface. Won't find a sample here.
We can probably get Hawk's DNA off the datapad. He seems to have obsessed over this. But I'm not sure there's enough. Let's keep looking. The cleaners don't dare touch treasures like this. We can get some skin cells from the dust. It's probably contaminated, though. We should find another sample. Empty. Too bad. A cigarette butt would have been a good source. Not a great saliva sample, but it's still useful. That should do it. Let's get out of here.
Someone got through on the balcony. How the hell did they do that? I don't know. Jumped down, shut the guards, broke the window.
You didn't hear someone breaking a window? No gunshots?
I can't hear anything with the music in there.
Here they come. Going dark.
Good work. Can you hear me whistling? Unfortunately, I don't think the model actually like responds to whistling. That's one thing that NVIDIA broadcast is just terrible at. I'm slipping into Whimsy's voice a bit more. Not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I think we've maybe got everything. I guess we'll see.
That got it. The barrier's down.
DNA identification affirmed. Welcome, Mr. Hawk. Password required. Voice ID accepted. Welcome, Mr. Hawk.
I'll check for security cams. Go ahead and get dressed.
I like this outfit.
So this is Hawk's vault. Very nice. This scanner will hone in on the gray box. It's not far. Michelangelo's David. Just... wow. Think we could get this out through the door? Hawk has good taste. I'll give him that. Ugh. Rachni Queen. I guess everything's valuable to someone. This looks like Quarian script. Wow. This has got to be
Belongs in a
old.
museum.
When was the last time the Quarians wrote on stone? That's impressive. Not sure what it is, though.
No.
That's a Casa Locust. No, the Casa Locust. The gun that killed 2 presidents. Gorgeous. It even comes with a perfect copy, too. I'm sure Hawk won't mind if we borrowed these.
This looks interesting.
I guess we can't use the submachine gun.
Oh my god. There it is.
Don't bother, Miss Goto. It's code-locked. I had a feeling that was you at the door. I knew if it was really you, you'd get through anyway.
You know me. I don't like to disappoint.
I need what's in your grey box, Kasumi. You know I'm willing to kill you for it. I'll admit your skills are impressive. You got into my vault like I'd left it open. But you're still going to die, screaming, just like your... No!
Have I got your attention?
That shut him up.
Kill them!
Look straight ahead. Now you see me.
Did I do them?
Right.
Going silent. Can't get there. Checking blueprints. There's a landing pad to the east. Let's get out of here.
Joker, bring the shuttle in, now!
We can't examine things now? Dang it. Completely missed me.
Cloaking.
Alright, got to them before you did.
Damn it! We have to find another way.
What the hell? We're clearly meant to go up this way, aren't we? Yeah. Dang it. There we go. Oh, we could have gone this way too. Whatever.
I see they are. You're all mine.
Now you see me. Well done. Hold silence. Sit down. Advantage. Hostile forces have engaged. These are full of fuel. It's easily enough to blast through the wall. It'll take heavier weapons than that to blow those things.
Really?
It'll take heavier weapons than that to blow those things.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna waste their friggin' ammo. I misinterpreted the hint. I think we're supposed to use something in the environment to make this work.
There they are.
Alright, kill you guys.
It'll take heavier weapons than that to blow those things.
What tank? We haven't discovered them yet.
Down you go. That got it.
Don't let them out of there with more property.
Your stolen property.
Kill Allison Gunn. Bring the other girl to me.
Watch her life.
Ow! Anyone dead?
Now you see me.
And for me, Kasumi, you know what happened to your boy Doi when he fought back?
You don't talk about Hunter like that. Murderer!
There we are.
Going dark.
Oh, okay. That works too.
I'll take it.
Keep them busy. I'll take care of this myself.
I can earn my pay. Up ahead. Going dark. Broken. Haha.
There's just an extra room here, okay. Never. There we go.
Incoming! Get down!
Could have done this the easy way, Gold.
Allow me to show you the hard way.
Up ahead. That looks Look left.
Either left? Oh, that's left.
Going silent. Gunship back into full shield. If I can get to the ship, I can take down the shield.
Lay down your weapons.
Look straight ahead. You've got company. Going dark.
What did you tell your friend, Kasumi? You're doing this for love?
Shepard, I need a clear path to the gunship. Take out these guards.
You can just recharge his shields anytime. Whoa. That must be the origins of his high leg there.
Gotcha!
Got a clear shot. Here we go. Shields down. Let's tear that thing apart. Look right.
Even if you escape, I'll scour the galaxy for you.
Now you see me.
Well, that just means we'll have to kill you. Hard to scour the galaxy when you're dead.
Did I do that?
Coming from the right. Cloaking.
Careful, men. What the keeper pretty face tech?
Going silent.
It's his butler cutting his losses and running away. Oh, we can't see weapons here? No. Okay, whatever. Alright.
Kasumi, if you're seeing this, it's because I'm dead. The information we found is all here. It's big, Kasumi. If the Council ever got wind of this, the Alliance could be implicated. Kasumi, I encrypted the information to keep it safe. And I uploaded the encryption key to your gray box, so no one could get the whole package. But if I'm dead, and if anyone knows about this, then I've made you a target, my love. I'm so sorry.
Keiji.
I know you, Kasumi. You'll want to keep these memories forever. But you don't need some neural implant to know I'll always be with you. Please, Kasumi, destroy these files. There's nothing more I can do to protect you.
I can't do that. This is all that's left.
Goodbye, Kasumi. I love you.
Is there any way we can just destroy the information?
No. Keiji's a master at encrypting files. He laced the information into his memories. You can't get one without experiencing the other.
You heard him, Kasumi. He'd want you to destroy the information and save yourself.
I know. I can't. This is all that's left of him.
If it's easier, I could do it for you.
Okay. Just get it over with. Please.
And we give her a hug. Because that's what we do. That's flashbang grenade, okay.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Well, that's a lot. What? Okay. Oh, these are the archive messages. Okay. Unreached. Update on the kid. I'll let you know that the drug kid's doing okay. Everything's been taken care of legally. He's doing some work for me. Helping me deal with some trash from the wards. Maybe make life better for some of the kids like Mouse. Not perfect, but then what is? I don't know if Jill and mine are talking, but I told him life was too short not to. I don't know if it took. Good luck out there. Go into our usual more comfortable attire. Oh yeah, we need to say hi to Boo. Hi, Boo.
I was just thinking about you.
Well, she sounds rather chipper for...
I really appreciate your help with the Hawk heist. I know why we had to destroy Keiji's gray box, but it doesn't make it any easier.
Better not to dwell on the past.
Mess Sergeant Gardner might just be an evil genius. Emphasis on the evil. The food's gotten better lately, though. I guess his reputation will take time to heal. I'm not really sure what to do with myself. Not much call for thievery aboard a ship. Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
need something.
Have a few minutes to talk?
If you wish.
The last time we talked, you started speaking about a past event as if you were watching it.
Drell have perfect memories. We can relive any moment in our lives with perfect clarity. It's difficult to control at times. Some of us disappear into, let's call it solipsism.
What do you mean, solipsism?
When a memory feels as real as life, it's as valid as life. Thinking about a moment brings back the smell of cut grass, the warmth of another's hand on yours, the taste of another's tongue in your mouth. Wouldn't you rather lose yourself in such a memory than spend the night alone, staring at walls of metal and plastic?
Isn't there a risk that you could lose yourself in bad memories as well?
Of course. Remembering the times I've taken bullets is unpleasant. But I can look at my knee and see it's not shattered. The memories that are hard to escape are those of despair.
Isn't that a rather personal memory to talk about?
Forgive me. Lately I've spent a great deal of time reviewing my life. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable.
You can remember everything that happened in your life?
Nearly. I expect if we remembered the birth trauma, we'd never recover from it.
You can relive every assassination you've ever made?
In perfect detail. Every mistake I made. Every target's last breath.
That sounds difficult. At any moment, you could relive the guilt.
Guilt? No. I've never felt any particular guilt about my contracts. My employers killed them. My body was only the tool they used. If you kill a man with your gun, do you hold the gun responsible?
My gun can't decide right from wrong. You clearly do.
My soul does. But my body is merely flesh. Flesh whose reflexes were honed to kill. Drell minds are different from humans. We see our body as a vessel, and accept that it is not always under our control.
That's a strange way of looking at yourself.
Humans often believe in a soul distinct from the body. A spirit responsible for moral reasoning that lives on after the body's death. Our belief is just a bit more literal.
The last time we talked, you remembered one of your assassinations. Something about sunset-colored eyes?
Ah, that time. Laser dot trembles on the skull. Spice on the spring wind. Sunset eyes, defiant in the scope. A bystander noticed my spotting laser and threw herself between me and the target. She couldn't see me, but she stared me down.
It was odd that you just blurted that out. Just another vivid Drell memory?
No. She was a vivid person.
Did you take the shot?
Not that day.
I should get back to my duties.
Shepard, I appreciate these chats we have.
Haven't had a chance to speak to a Drell before. It's been fascinating.
I doubt many humans have. There are only
I have a
few
feeling that
thousand
the
of us
top
left after
is
all. I
wordy.
won't keep you.
Okay. Pretty bit. Where do I want to start? It just made her. She looks a bit like Step Panther Trainer. Just a little bit. I'm pretty sure she cannot be because she's alliance. Yeah, she literally couldn't be. I think I'm gonna focus on loyalty missions, and then
Only half our fuel remains.
we'll do DLC tomorrow and possibly Thursday as well. I don't know. We're not gonna do all of the DLC. But I think there's so much. I think we're gonna mainly do Overlord and Shadowbroker. So I guess that's just two. We're just not gonna touch Firewalk at all. Not even sure if we're gonna do the Normandy crash site. It's just kind of. Price of the read blue. Cool. There's barrier. Barrier could be useful. There's in front of a grenade, which just it looks like from just the name, it's just the more powerful. Actually, no, it would be. It's literally a grenade.
Tapping into Blue Sun's communications. Stay tight and look out for ambushes.
Squad Bravo, a shuttle landed near your location. Check it out.
Here we go. Keep close. Shot in the back and left to rot. That's definitely Vito's style. Let's push ahead.
Command to Bravo, take a position. Likely these people are not runaways. Report to base. Armed intruders incoming at the southern checkpoint.
And I think about, I think from the evolution of the series, their dealing with weapons have gotten kind of just less and less focused on player freedom and more focused on trying to design. Hey, what the? Because like Mass Effect 3 had infinite ammo with a cooldown if you fire too many things at once. Mass Effect 2 had limited ammo, but also the concept of universal ammo besides heavy weapons, I think. So it's a lot flexible. It allows you to just potentially have one weapon that you like the sniper rifle, and just use it as much as you want. And I don't like the idea of games forcing you to have variety. If you want variety as a player, power to you. And higher difficulties might actually force variety a bit more, but if I recall correctly, Mass Effect 3, I think, might actually have like more ammo types than. I guess we'll see.
Thanks. Still alive, I'll kill you myself. Now get the hell back out there.
Vito. Sounds like he hasn't changed.
I get the feeling you have a past with this, Vito.
I knew he was a sadistic bastard back when we started the Blue Suns. The Suns only got meaner after he staged his little coup 20 years ago. So yeah, we have a past.
Why didn't anyone tell me you founded the Blue Suns?
Because it's not common knowledge. Vito wiped me out of the records. He ran the books, I led the men. Worked real well for a while. Then Vito decided to start hiring Batarians. Cheaper labor, he said. Goddamn terrorists, I said.
20 years is a long time to hold a grudge.
A grudge? Vito turned my men against me. He paid 6 of them to restrain me while he put a gun to my head and pulled the trigger. For 20 years, I've seen that bastard every time I closed my eyes. Every time I sighted down on a target. Every time I heard a gunshot. Don't you call that a goddamn grudge?
You survived a gunshot to the head?
Yeah. And you survived your ship getting disintegrated. A stubborn enough person can survive just about anything. Rage is a hell of an anesthetic.
We better get moving.
I'm really debating what Whimsy's going to choose here.
They're at the southern axis. All squads mass at the gatehouse. Now!
They know we're here. Bring it on, you son of a bitch!
I had to like remind myself that Whimsy's not going to have as much time to process the choice as I am. And she's also chaotic, so she's chaotic good. So she's inclined to make snap decisions that lean toward helping people. And preventing people from coming to harm. So, like, the question is, like, even knowing everything she's heard about this guy from from Zaid and even knowing that, like, his loyalty to her may depend on it.
Squad Charlie, Delta, mass on the gatehouse.
I mean, I think of all her current crew, Zaid is the one that she kind of cares about the least. To be fair. To be honest, though. Like, he doesn't hate him, like, he has his own charm.
Zaid Masani, you finally tracked me down.
Vito.
Don't be stupid, Zaid. I have a whole company of bloodthirsty bastards behind me, ready to kill or be killed on my command. Actually, take your shot. Give my men a reason to put you down like the mad dog you are. Again. What was that? Gone nearsighted, old friend.
Burn, you son of a bitch.
You just signed your death warrant, Masani.
What the hell are you doing?
But there's the Wilhelm scream.
Opening the gate.
We don't sacrifice lives for the sake of the mission. There's always a better way.
Like what? Wandering out in the jungle for hours looking for another way in. You want to waste time out here? Go ahead. I'm gonna kill Vito.
You're endangering lives and the mission for your own selfish revenge.
You really want to do this, Shepard?
I ought to knock you the hell out. Thanks to you, we have a burning refinery to save.
Let these people burn. Vito dies, whatever the cost. Get over here!
Very evil.
Gotta hurt! That all you've got.
Oh, great new save.
Help! We're trapped! We can't get to the gas valves to shut them off! The whole place is gonna blow!
No time. Vito's probably halfway to the shuttle docks by now.
You're willing to watch these people die?
Damn right I am. We stop to help these people and Vito gets away. And if he gets away, I'm blaming you.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm leaning towards the.
We're here to free these people. We're going in.
I knew this was a mistake. If we're gonna do this, we'd better get to it.
I'm glad that they like forget loyalty. It's like, her actual dog is like, I don't care about my loyalty to you. It's. Because it's, oh, for fuck's sake. It's actually like, if core effect is ever actually good, that's. I'd probably call this like reverse Tor effect, where like the actual dialogue that we use is better than and more in character for us than what is written. Do we have a time limit?
This might be useful. This is valuable.
Huh. Oh, we have a flamethrower now. We should use it.
Incoming!
Oh.
Hell yeah! I need cover!
Damn it. You gotta take care of them. I can't reach them. Okay. Why not? There's nobody better.
First person to bring me Masani's head gets something special in their future. Nice December. And you still don't have a chance. I took your blue sons. I took your life. I'm doing it again. Take a knee now, Saeed. Maybe I'll forget this ever happened. Let that loser die, so that you can walk out
I don't think there's anything in these side rooms besides monster closets. I think these are just monster closets. Should have brought the rocket launcher. Not sure why he didn't.
You just cost me 20 years of my life. Ah, son of a bitch! Oh.
Zaid, you alright?
The hell do you care? I'm fine. Now come on, get me out of this shithole.
You put your revenge ahead of the mission. How can I trust that you'll be there when we need you?
I'll do what I was gonna have paid to do, Shepard. Just don't expect any more than that. Now stop screwing around. Let's go.
You put your own goals ahead of the mission. That is not the way this works.
I've survived this long watching my own back. No time to worry about anyone else.
You're part of a team now, Zaid. There's no way we can do this unless we're all working together.
You have a point. I'm not done with Vito, but I can put that behind me long enough to get your mission done. Let's get the hell out of here.
I can't remember. I'm not sure. It's probably been a while since I've actually taken this approach to Zaid. But I kind of hope that he somehow gets his resolution in Mass Effect 3. I'm not sure if he actually does, but...
Something.
Have a few minutes to talk?
Very well. I had been recording a message for Kolyat.
How are things going with him?
It is difficult. All things worth keeping are. I never explained. I suppose the story of my wife's death took you by surprise.
I figured you'd explain to me when you were ready.
I appreciate your patience. I kept my work clear of our home life. I assumed that would be enough to protect Erica. That memory I mentioned before. Laser dot trembles on the target's skull. The smell of spice on a spring wind. Sunset eyes defiant in the scope. That was Erica. That was how I met her. She saw my targeting laser as she walked by and threw herself in the way.
So how'd she go from blocking your shot to having your children?
I had to meet her. The memory possessed and endowed me. I fell on my knees before her, begged her pardon. She introduced me to the world beyond my work. Eventually, she forgave me. Later, she loved me.
I guess she impressed you.
She woke me up. Her body trembles. Not fear. Indignation. Her mouth moves. How dare you? You and I trained to sacrifice ourselves to save others. How often does a civilian step in the way of a bullet to protect someone they've never met? I thought she was the goddess Arashu. She met my eyes through the scope, and my purpose faltered.
When you talked to Kolyat, you said she died.
I let myself become complacent. I thought Erica and Kolyat were safe. I stayed away too long, and my enemies came for her.
Who came for her?
Batarians, a slaver ring that was preying on Hanar outer colonies. I'd killed their leaders. They paid the Shadow Broker to find out who I was. But they were afraid of me, so they went after her.
You told Kolyat that you hunted her killers down.
Erica woke me up. When she passed, I returned to my battle sleep. My body hunted her killers, murdered them. I was taught to grant death quickly, cleanly, to minimize suffering. Them, I let them linger.
You were operating on instinct. By your own rules, you can't blame yourself.
But I made the choice to hunt them. They're the only lives I've ever taken of my own choice. The only deaths on my own conscience. I haven't spoken about my wife, and I don't think I ever have. I didn't have anyone left to tell it to.
I want you, Pain! No.
Pain, the worst thing is to face death with regrets. You're part of my crew, and I consider you a friend. If there's anything I can help you with, just ask.
I've never been part of a team. Assassins tend to be solitary. I'm learning the virtues of facing death with others at your side. It's a work in progress.
If there's anything else we need to talk to her about.
Shepard.
I thought we could chat a bit.
I would like that.
Okay. Hey, there is one more thing.
You have been a good friend to me.
I want more.
That means a lot to me.
If we both still live when this is done, you may call upon me for aid at any time. I will come for you, Shepard.
That's it? Okay. I mean, you can't romance her in this game, but apparently you can in 3. It's just... She's on the increasingly shorter and shorter list of women that Whimsy will not romance. I was hoping it would be a little longer, but... I underestimated her love of Tootsie Pops. It's also like it might be my my personal metaphor for I guess maybe a Western tsundere. Yeah, we actually made it. Maybe if we have a little more time at the end, we might get an already crash site. Well, we might not, because I kind of need to get some sleep.
Anomaly detected.
Journal distress. MSV Hugo Gernsback. Registration BW4610034087.
Scans have found something.
Let's ESO. Let's get all of the ESO and other things.
Probe away. Probe away.
This is probably the most disturbing. Probably one of the most. I'd say it's the most disturbing mission in the game.
Probe away.
Oh, and then there's a rival. Damn it! That's another DLC we need to do.
Probe launched. Probe launched.
Really hoping we can finish all the DLC. I guess, like, kind of fortunately, I might be able to do all the DLC.
Probe away.
I'll probably have it done by Friday. Hopefully.
Launching probe.
At least, like, tomorrow we can kind of go wait, potentially. Because I don't have to work on Thursday.
I have run a scan of the ship. I detect no life signs, but there may be useful technology or information still inside.
I can't remember if I brought this up yet, but I think I read somewhere that Rand is the only
and mostly intact. They could have survived impact, but it's been years.
I think Miranda might be the only character who is, like, visibly distraught if we break up with her in Free.
Looks like it was stripped after the crash. They'd have tried to get a beacon up as soon as possible.
I don't think we have to do that, because, like, it's not going to be a matter of, like, if I understand how the flag system works, we should be able to like complete her romance on screen, save, then toggle her romance off. So as far as like what we see on screen is concerned, she's still part of the coterie, as I'm calling it.
Along with this anymore. We've done horrible things to the crew. The conditions they're in, they don't understand what we're doing to them. Distract them for 2 seconds and they forget what you did before the bruises show. It's got to stop. I'm talking to the others as soon as...
But this isn't a military ship. Just bumping the command line up a notch doesn't work. Captain Fairchild knew this crew. His replacement doesn't command the same level of respect. I'm hoping the man has it in him, but I don't.
Repeat, toxology alert. Danger of rapid neural decay. Local flora chemically incompatible with human physiology. Override. Beacon resumed. Pause time, 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours.
From the look of it, this beacon's been here a while. Why would they wait years to signal?
Pause in beacon protocol. 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours. Pause is recorded as record deleted by Acting Captain Ronald Taylor.
That's not right. My father was first officer.
Ronald Taylor was promoted under emergency command protocols. Other flagged issues: unsafe deceleration, local food and neural decay, beacon activation protocols.
Who is in command of this ship? Where are the survivors?
Captain Harris Fairchild reported killed following unscheduled suborbital descent. First Officer Ronald Taylor promoted in-field to acting captain.
But where is he now?
The location of the remaining crew of the Hugo Gernsback is unknown. This beacon has been unattended for several maintenance cycles.
I assume unsafe deceleration refers to the crash. Give me the details.
Following an unspecified impact and sublight drive failure, the Hugo Gernsback made an unscheduled descent at 465% of theoretical recommended suborbital velocity. The Hugo Gernsback then decelerated at 782% of theoretical recommended approach velocity, sustaining significant damage to investment and crew.
local food impairs brain functions? What are the effects?
Impairment of mental function due to chemical imbalance begins within 7 days of ingesting local flora, regardless of decontamination or preparation. Impact on higher cognitive abilities and long-term memory is cumulative, but significant within a standard month. It is not known if neural decay is permanent. Data collection was not completed.
Why wasn't the beacon activated before now?
This emergency beacon became functional after 358 days, 12 hours, following the unscheduled suborbital descent of the Hugo Gernsback. Activation was triggered remotely after 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours, on the authority of Acting Captain Ronald Taylor. Pause in beacon protocol is recorded as record deleted.
Come on, let's get going.
My father had a working beacon, but didn't signal for almost 9 years. Maybe that neural decay affected him.
Avoiding it for a decade seems unlikely.
You came from the sky? The leader said someone would come. He delayed for so long, but he still has power. Some have lost faith. The hunters. They will have seen your star. They will not let you help him.
Who are you? What was your rank on the Gernsback?
I can't think. The leader thinks for us and we serve. So we can go home. But some want to fight him. They were cast out. He exiled them. So they hunt his machines and those who help him. They don't believe that rescue will come.
Watch out!
Hunters, they won't stop until the leader is dead.
Kill them! Agents of the liar! He will not escape!
They've seen us.
It's probably a situation where we wish we have non-lethal rounds. Killing a bunch of mentally addled people, that's fine. In self-defense, so that's okay then.
On the floor!
Come on over!
On the floor!
Just play chicken with us.
That wasn't neural decay. They were feral.
My father wouldn't let this go on. Something is very wrong. Strip for parts. Tech's wearing out. Those hunters must be laying on the pressure. Is that a settlement? They better be friendlier than the beach group. I need answers.
They're clearly docile, but in the same uniform remnants as those who attacked us.
There aren't any men here. Maybe it affects genders differently? Makes males get violent.
Possibly. But the woman on the beach said the exiled ones came back as hunters.
It doesn't matter right now. One of these people must know what my father has to do with this.
You have his face. He promised to call the sky, but he sends nothing.
He forced us to eat, to decay. You are cursed with his face.
Not the best reaction to the family resemblance, Jacob.
Why would my father force his crew to eat toxic food? Whatever's happening here needs to stop. Look at these spoiled food stores. They've been eating only that toxic local food for who knows how long. Like that wasn't obvious enough.
I can't talk to you. I don't want punishing.
He keeps us, protects us, and we please him like he demands.
What the hell? Somebody had to push them to make that. That's borderline worship.
The hunters will kill you. They fight because he exiled them and waited too long.
He is bad. He has a bad face like the other. Like him. You'll hurt me.
Incoming!
Patrols like that are a little much against this bunch.
Well, that would make them hate him. Maybe it was just for defense.
Alright, I need to get a notification mod for Mass Spec 3.
Please, here. You could end it. You have his face. But you fight his machines. You might stop this. This, I forget how to read. But this was the start. What he promised, and what they did to us. We need the sky. Take us back to the sky.
Jacob, what does it say?
It's a crew logbook. Some of them thought the beacon repair was taking too long. They were afraid they'd run out of supplies and lose their minds to the decay.
My father restricted the ship food for himself and the other officers so they wouldn't be affected. Everybody else had to eat the toxic food and hope for treatment later.
The rest is a casualty list. A few mutinied over the decision. My father and his officers turned the mechs on them.
The beacon was fixed after a year, so the plan must have worked. Why no signal?
Those weren't the last entries on the casualty list. More incidents, harsh punishments. It's like they're cattle, or toys. In a year, all the male crew members are flagged as exiled or dead. They separated out the women, assigned them to officers, like pets. And after the beacon is fixed, the officers appear in the casualties too. After. My father took control and didn't stop it.
Anything in there about whether the effects of the toxic food can be treated?
Nothing. But it seems like the right call. If everyone gets it, who's left to fix the beacon? You'd never get out. But they did fix it. And the signal wasn't sent until now. I'm starting to see why.
Does it say why he separated the men and women? Or is it as bad as it seems?
No, it turns to gibberish. Maybe the men got violent early on, but from the state of this place, I'd say the Hunter thing is recent. What he allowed here, Shepard, I don't see any justification.
We haven't seen any other officers. He killed them?
There were 5 after the crash. Medical, engineering, bridge staff. Should have had no problem fixing the beacon and keeping people safe. All killed within the same week. About a month after the beacon was repaired.
Do you see an explanation for this? He's your father.
Is he? None of this fits. Maybe the initial decision, but the rest? Abuse of power doesn't get any clearer than this. I need to find this man.
Okay. Okay, well, we need to get through this barrier that we could just probably hop over. Fire in the hole!
This is Captain Ronald Taylor. Thank God you're here. My crew went insane. I only just got free.
God damn it, it's really him. Just got free. He's covering his ass.
The old corpse has been posed, like a warning. The new ones were left where they fell.
The hunters started fighting back. Up front! He had plenty of choices. A little late to blame his victims.
There we go!
This looks interesting.
Heads up!
Have a nice trip!
Collision proximity warning.
Get over here.
Engaged. Impact enemy.
You're done! You're done!
Excuse me.
Keep them busy, distracted, but it's getting dangerous. Thank God you've come.
He had his fun, and now he wants out. Son of a bitch. Double coming!
Impact imminent.
Yeah!
Here goes!
It took years to train my guards. I'm afraid you'll have to fight them to rescue me.
Throwing people away. This thing is not my father.
Combat drone, watch out! On the floor!
Okay.
Hostiles!
We're giving us a whole lot of cover here. Man, I need to switch back to the electric particle gun. Can't save.
Enough with the toys. I need to look my father in the eye and hear him justify this.
Okay, now we can save.
You're here. I knew a real squad would blow through just fine. Sorry if the mech scuffed your pads. I'll get you something nice when we get back to Alliance space. I've gotta have some back pay coming.
What about your crew, acting captain?
Total loss. The toxic food turned them wild. They propped me up here in some kind of ritual behavior. Waiting for a chance to signal has been hell.
That's the best you can do?
You let all your people talk back like that? Who are you exactly?
Commander Shepard of the Normandy. I believe you're acquainted with Mr. Taylor?
Taylor? Jacob? No. Not Jacob.
Why not me? Would 10 years of this look better to anyone else in the galaxy?
You have to understand, this isn't me. The realities of command, they change you. I wasn't ready for that. I made sure you were taught right. Before I left, I hoped to leave it at that.
I'm not unreasonable, Captain, but 10 years? What happened?
God damn it! Why did you do this to your crew?
There was resistance to the plan. Mutiny. We had to take a hard line to keep order. And things settled down. As the decay set in, we made sure the crew were comfortable. Some even seemed happier. Ignorance is bliss, right? And they were grateful for guidance, like an instinct. Pure authority was easy, at first. Months in, the effect lowered inhibitions. They got territorial. Rank, protocol, they couldn't understand. We had to establish dominance. After a while, the perks seemed normal.
That's it? You created a harem and played king? 10 years in a juvenile fantasy?
I can't point to where it all went wrong. But when the beacon was ready, revealing what happened didn't seem like a good idea.
What happened to the other officers?
Anders found his conscience a little late to step back. He had an accident. Things got tense. End of the day, I was the one with the mechs. I got a little basic in setting examples. But I was kind to my people once things settled down. Seemed like I'd earned some peace.
You fought over people like they were toys. Things.
The stores from the ship couldn't last forever. You had to know this would end one day.
Dining for one can really stretch things out. Besides, I can think of a lot worse retirement plans than stripping down and joining the Droolers. That was before the Hunters, of course. Dumb or not, I'd feel it if they got their hands on me now. They want blood. I'd prefer to keep it.
It's all about you. Everything.
You didn't feel any responsibility to get out of here for the sake of family?
I gave him a good start. He was a smart kid and was better off not following me. We figured that out a long time before I took jobs in deep space. And after things escalated here, it seemed best to just disappear off the galactic map.
Till you needed someone to save your ass.
What triggered the males to change and threaten you?
This planet has some strange cycles to it. I've seen some plants around I never saw before. Odd weather. Maybe some just adapted a little too well.
And if you treat them like animals, big shock. They become animals.
We can help these people. Cerberus can have ships here in days and pull everyone out.
He's not worth the fuel to haul him out or the air he's breathing. He's damn lucky I don't think he's even worth pulling the trigger. I don't know who you are, because you're not any father I remember.
We'll secure him for an Alliance court. For every year here, he'll have 10 to think about it.
Give him all the time in the galaxy. The man who did this doesn't know right from wrong.
I'm sorry, Jacob. I did the best I could.
I'm 10 years past believing that.
I guess we'll talk to Jacob and...
Alliance ships are inbound to secure Captain Taylor and his crew, Commander. We'll be long gone by the time they get here.
Don't even give them the tail lights.
Roger that.
What do you mean it wasn't you?
Jacob, if I had leaked the information about the Gernsback, I would be smiling at your resolution of the situation. I am not smiling.
Nothing goes through this ship, my ship, without a report to you.
I had no more reason to believe Jacob's father was alive than he did, but I'm happy to know the situation is behind you.
Fine, you didn't forward it, so who did?
I did.
Figures. Who else could get into Cerberus channels?
It was hardly classified, just obscure. There was a time when it mattered to you. Sending this along seemed like keeping an old promise. I keep my promises.
Miranda, we'll discuss your liberal interpretation of security protocol in private. Shepard, Jacob.
You had no idea Miranda was behind this.
No, she's got a good memory. Selective, but good. I haven't thought about those days in a long time. Can't figure which promise she meant, though. Not sure I really want to know. She requires a better man than I.
Or woman. Or non-binary person, in this case.
You good with this, Jacob?
It's all bull, Shepard. Captain Taylor can rot in prison. Doesn't change who I am or what I know. I've already mourned the man he used to be. I guess he was a good enough father that even he can't screw up what he taught me.
Come on, we got work to do.
Aye, Commander. Shepard, thanks for the help.
Anytime, Jacob.
I talked to because I'm not sure if I've ever gotten all of the post-loyalty dialogue with him.
Thanks for diverting to the Gernsback, Shepard. I appreciate being able to clean up that mess. Maybe not the best way to learn about the relatives, but I'm glad it's done. What do you need?
I'm interested in getting to know you better.
Already?
But not that way.
I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard. Let's do this later.
Huh. Okay.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Oh, we need heavy ship armor. We have enough to get the I'll finally do advanced training. I do armor piercing ammo, flam, reeb, energy drain, neural shock, predator ammo, warp ammo, inferno grenade, flashbang grenade. But there's another Amber Alert? Okay. There's a Reddit thread. I understand. Oh yeah, we can get one from Liara. If we were to help more, we would have gotten a power called Dominate. That's interesting. Oh yeah, there's one we could still get later. I might go for armor piercing. It's the very first one too. Increased damage to armor and health. I think we're gonna skip the Normandy crash
No
site.
messages for you, Commander.
Just because, I think I just hate it. Because it doesn't really move the plot forward in any meaningful way. Like, it has some interesting things about, like, basically a character arc, a posthumous character arc for Navigator Presley, where he starts to actually, like, realize, like, and recognize the crew as being you know, people rather than just aliens. I think like if they ever do like a TV series of it, I think they should like actually like just fold that into the actual narrative. And we'll be moving on to some of the DLC tomorrow. We're doing hopefully both Shadow Broker and Project Overlord. I could potentially skip Overlord. If I really feel like a lot of the DLC stuff is kind of meh, and Overlord just unlocks a bit of a bonus in Mass Effect 3 that we could take it or leave it. And the thing is, like, there's an kind of interesting moral dilemma at the end of Overlord, but it's not really. Like, I think I mentioned, like, when Project Overlord was brought up in the Mass Effect Facebook group that I'm part of, but, like, that choice, like, even if I were playing a more renegade-focused character, they would still make the Paragon choice. Because it's... like, it is outright evil to make the renegade choice. For that particular mission. So, yeah. Like, I'm not sure if I see a particular point to replaying it. And I could, like, edit the save to... I could give you kind of a summary of what happens in Project Overlord, and maybe, I don't know, like, it would be a good quest given, you know, the rebranding of a channel to Neurodivergent Pixel, because it centers around an autistic character. But I think the kind of budget nature of a lot of the DLC in Mass Effect 2 brings it down a lot. Nearly all of the DLCs have a problem where basically they just didn't bring in any of the rest of the cast. Like, it's just like you probably, like, noticed in, like, it's not, I think there's probably, like, roughly 2 DLCs where it's literally unimportant. I probably would say, like, Kasumi's mission, obviously it's unimportant because it's just you and Kasumi, and that's it. Like, it's designed that way. But you notice, like, in Zaid's mission, whoever you bring with Zaid is just mute, and occasionally the camera, like, cuts to them. Like, you cut Jacob looking at a waterfall, and kind of reacting a little bit to what's going on. Like, it doesn't matter that he's there. Firewalker, the same thing. They don't chime in at all. They're just kind of in the background. Overlord, same thing. There's a scene where there's a place with a bunch of bodies that they're just like, while you're talking to this character, they're just dragging them off and I guess trying to gather them together or something so that they could be given proper burials. I don't know. I can't quite remember, but, like, yeah, I think that the lack of squad banter and input is really brings down the DLCs for Mass Effect 2 substantially, in my estimation. And Arrival also kind of works because it's a solo mission with just Shepard. But there is some aspects to the overall quality of Arrival that really foreshadow some of the issues that Mass Effect 3 will have narratively in points. Like, Mass Effect 3 has some of the best, has, like, simultaneously the best and worst content of a trilogy. Like, the gameplay is very solid. Best of a trilogy, like, no doubt. Level design, mixed bag. Story, even more mixed bag. Like, there are reasons why Mass Effect 3 has probably the most mods and the most ambitious mods for it. Like, I don't think there's any, like, beyond the community patches, there's no real, like, overhaul mods for Mass Effect 1 or 2. at all. But like, there's like, Mass Effect 3 has Galaxy Expanded. It has like this a Spectre. Like let's look at like it has the Expanded Universe mod, Expanded Galaxy mod. Actually, it's Expanded Galaxy mod. The Expanded Universe is a mod menu. There's the community patch and framework. There's the Omega Hub. I'm not sure what that is. There's Project Variety, which seems like one of the more ambitious of the most ambitious ones. There's Take Earth Back. There's a Happy Ending mod. Oh, there's Spectre something or other. Spectre expansion mod. Like, there's so much. That's part of the reason why I've started to actually get excited about playing Mass Effect 3 is because there's just so much stuff that's probably going to make it a completely new game for me. Or at least a completely new experience for me. And I'm interested to see what all the improvements are. There's also a mod that gets rid of Kai Lang as far as you can like do. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna use that mod. I'm debating it. But anyway, that aside, there are a bunch of things you can do. I'll take a few seconds of your time. Other things that are a bit more involved. You can like, you can subscribe, you can go to our YouTube channel if you happen to be watching this on Twitch. It has VODs like from 7 years of streaming, many of them pre-VTuber stage. So you'll get to see my real appearance, which is nothing like this. But regardless of what you choose to do, including a Patreon, I thank you very much for watching and getting this far. And until next time, sayonara.